Sci-fi recognized me by the shows I have, Nat Geo Wild, Dog Whisperers, Season 911, Season of Crashout, and so many shows about a few months ago. Oh wow, we made it in the middle of the road. We are inside my dream. This is a dream I had for a long time. How are you?
Me?
Oh, this is what I call the Dog Psychology Center. But it's a ranch where people come and really center themselves, learn about harmony and balance, learn about how to have an amazing.
You just pick over there, see if they come.
John Edward. Medium. Fruit salad.
Did you see that one? Jimmy Kimmel. Oh no, what? I was thinking Jimmy Fallon.
Oh.
See Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Sickler.
Making her U.S. TV debut, performing What Do I Know? Just a Girl. Please welcome Nora Fatehi, featuring Shanfia.
Hey, Lily.
You know who she is?
Fruit salad. Fruit salad. Me. Really good. It's fruit salad. Oh, thank you. I like one too.
That is how you do it right there. Laura Fatahi, Shamsia. What do I know? Just a girl is out now. When the other season's tinsel, it means big Black Friday deals are coming. Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Rosalia. Lower that spotlight a little bit just because I want to get as many people as we can. We're going to take a picture from here and get everybody here. And whoever can get in the shot. So maybe take that spotlight down. Oh, don't worry, we got a wide angle lens. Don't worry about it. We got a wide angle. What do you think? By the way, I also want to say, is Martha Reeves here? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I love you.
Oh, that's cool. Hey. Yeah, pink.
What an honor. Oh my gosh. I'm so honored. Oh my gosh. All right. It's time. Black Friday deals are here. Key into savings with $100 off Casio and complete the setup. Good appetite, everyone. Trainwreck and the 4-year-old version
Fruit salad.
in theaters August 22nd. And the 4-year-old version is now available to own with all new bonus content. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around, everybody. Guys, while we're setting up for Royal Otis, who's a fantastic band, I'm so excited to hear them. Do you want to take questions, maybe? Do you mind? Do you have any questions for me or Judd or put the lights on? You can see anybody out there? Raise your hand. Anything about life in general, whatever I can do to help. You in the Stripes? Yeah, right there. Was the Kelly Clarkson ad-lib?
Well, there were 2 columns of curses because when I was a kid, we used to go to Action Park. Remember Action Park?
Yes.
And we would always get injured on like the slide, and the nurse would spray disinfectant, and then you would curse at the nurse. And so we had one list of curses and then one list of cleans. And Seth Rogen made a list of clean, funny sounding words, and he wrote Kelly Clarkson.
Wow. Kelly Clarkson? Just because
I don't know. It was a very popular Kelly Clarkson American Idol vocals.
Yeah, it just sounded funny.
Yeah.
Like, why would you yell that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now Kelly gets that everywhere she goes. Yeah, she's more than that street brother. It's like screaming at her. And they go, yeah, it's right there. Hey, sir.
Did you meet your wife on the set of 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I did, and we were married then. I met my wife on the cable guy.
Right there in the front row. Hey, bud.
Question for you.
Question for me? Oh, thank goodness.
What's your favorite interview been and why?
My favorite interview been and why?
Oh, that's a good one.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
It's great.
What's your favorite? Your Eddie Murphy interview was pretty amazing.
That was pretty fun.
Because he doesn't do many.
Because
that was pretty. Like, so the best I've seen him, yeah.
Yeah, he got into it because obviously we all love Eddie Murphy. And then I think I did something. I started talking about music or something, and then he just like got excited about it. He's like, "No, I want to see blah blah blah." And then he became so animated and so into it. And I always love when that happens when someone like you have no idea what's going to be like, hit their brain and have them go, "Oh wait, I have a great story." He talked about James Brown.
Yeah.
Told him to bury his money in the backyard. It's really funny. James Brown told Eddie Murphy to bury his money because the government would take it to go bury it in the backyard.
That's basically what Bitcoin is.
Kind of it. Hello, you in the strike?
I mean, this could really be for either of you, but what's the most, like, random thing you've experienced on your set?
What's the most shocking thing that ever happened on set? What's the most random or shocking thing that ever happened on set?
Oh, bad things that happened on set. Stunts gone wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the bigger your movies get, they're more expensive, and you're like, guys, what are you losing?
The scariest thing was in the cable guy, there was a guy who was going to jump 100 feet off a radio tower into one of those airbags. And then, like, you never really think about it when you write it, and then suddenly there's just a guy standing on the edge, and you're like, if he misses this bag, this is really bad right now.
Yeah, that story at all.
And then he did make the
Cable
guy.
guy, that's funny.
Stunts ever again, so that's why in all my movies, everyone's just sitting down in restaurants.
I did an independent movie once, and independent movies, and remember those? You have no money. And I had to do a scene where I was like frustrated and trashing my apartment, and I had to hit a golf ball through a plate glass window, and the window was going to crack. So they had wires all over the window, and they were pressing a button, and the windows were going to snap. It was Jimmy, we have one take on this. They go, no problem. That's all you got. So I did this whole thing. My acting is whatever. And so I'm just going like, I'm screaming or whatever like that. And I go and I grab the golf club, and the window shatters. I didn't even hit the ball, nothing. I go, I didn't do anything. The guy pressed the button by mistake. And he was like, okay, let's rewrite the scene. Here we go. I didn't know that later. All in the corner, hello.
Hey, so since you're a collector, Judd, what's some of your favorite props that you've taken from some of your movies?
My favorite props that I stole from a movie? I'm not like Freaks and Geeks, like, well, someone had the head of the Viking from Freaks and Geeks for a long time. I think it burned up in the fires. The head. But I'd steal things. Remember anything? Like all the shirts from like Smart Tech from where they all worked in the 40-Year-Old Virgin, and you think it would be a fun thing to have, but then you just never wear it. It just sits in your closet.
Yeah, but you just have it. But it's fun to do that. I stole. I went to Seinfeld's last episode, and I snuck in. I wasn't invited. I snuck in with my friend, and I wasn't on Saturday Night Live at the time. I was just a stand-up in LA, but I snuck in, and I got to see the show. And then I went, and they invited everyone from the seats to the floor to celebrate. It was the last episode. It's the one where they're getting sentenced in court. And so I'm in Jerry's kitchen, and I'm like, my God, and Donald Arrow was there. And so I'm hanging out, and I saw him, and so I went over to the bathroom, and I stole his toothbrush. I have it to this day.
Did you use it?
I hope so.
Would you ever reconsider Freaks and Geeks or undeclared reboot? I guess if they ask. But would it be them all old? Would it be them old or them reboot?
You know, it was ahead of its time, so now I think
we could do one that takes place in the year 2010.
Yeah.
Right? It'll still be retro.
That would be retro. Yeah, I would want that. Freaks and Geeks 2010. Done. It's happening. You heard it here first.
After raising 3 kids and 8 grandchildren, I've never seen a toy create this much genuine happiness. I've been a grandmother for 15 years, and this is the smartest purchase I've ever made. Last month, I got my granddaughter
That
Emma
looks like
this
a ski.
smart robotic puppy called Wuffy. I still can't believe what this tiny guy can do. This isn't just some stuffed animal. Wuffy has smart technology inside that recognizes Emma's voice and responds to her. He sits on command, barks when you talk to him, walks around the house, even tilts his head and wags his tail exactly like a real puppy. The first time Emma saw him, her eyes lit up. She cuddled him and didn't want to put him down. I could tell she felt calmer and happier than ever. She sleeps better now and smiles more than ever. Wuffy comes in 2 gorgeous colours, white and brown. I picked brown because it reminded me of my childhood pup. What I love most is watching Emma with him. When she pets his head, his tail wags and he makes these sweet puppy sounds back. It's like having a real puppy, but made from completely safe materials. 3 neighbours have already asked where we adopted him from. That's how realistic he looks. Emma treats Wuffy like her best friend. She reads him stories, takes him for walks around the house, even tucks him into bed at night. She's learning love and responsibility. Emma hasn't asked for a real dog since. I have to admit, I've got one for myself too. Living alone can feel a bit lonely sometimes, and Wuffy keeps me company. At 50% off, Wuffy delivers all that wonderful companionship for under $30. No feeding schedules, no destroyed furniture, no vet bills or chaos. Right now, you can grab Wuffy for 50% off, but only 47 left at this price. Don't wait until tomorrow, when it's back to full price. Order now while the 50% discount lasts, and watch your little one's world light up with Wuffy.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey,
Yikes.
if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago, even if you weren't driving, just click the link around this video and see how much you can get. Just answer 5 simple questions, and it only takes 30.
The first time I met you, I go, hi, and you go, you look like a vampire. I can't believe I didn't say this to you, but I found a photo of me when I hosted the Late Show for Letterman.
Okay, you guys be the judge now.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I love it.
But someone has to tell you.
My collars were hanging out and no one told me.
Who does that? You don't
I didn't do
put
that
that
on purpose. It happened. I was
Everyone
nervous.
at home, you don't put this at home out unless it's Halloween and you're being Otherwise,
Put it away. I'll never say that photo of me. I was so nervous they wouldn't mess up because I knew I was doing some Letterman and the whole thing. And so I got a stylist. Because at the time I didn't know what a stylist was. And it was happening. They got me some weird collared shirts or something that just kept popping out. It's not funny, dude. It ruined my whole career. It set me back. I was so confident, and I was like, well, I'm telling my jokes, and they weren't kind of landing. And then I remember seeing a glimpse of like a monitor or something. I was like, you know what I did? I did like a Letterman and like a or something like that. And then I saw my collar was flying out, and I couldn't stick it in. They were like 10-inch collars, and I was like, oh, this is so, and I had to wear it the whole show. And it was rough. I was like, oh my god. And then I'm like, whew, but I was like, whatever. We did it. It was still a cool honor that I got to do that. This is way before I considered this. Or even knew. I remember even I got a letter from NBC going, we're going to ask you, please don't do this. Because, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's on a different network and blah, blah, blah. So they were probably happy when they saw the bad collar. And I go, I have to do it. It's Dave, you know, and blah, blah, blah. And so I did them going out to dinner with my friend Greg, and then Heidi Klum comes in and then she goes, you look like a vampire. What's going on? But I was pale, very pale. and that was a pink collar. Ugh. Nightmare.
I'm fine.
Are you guys all going out after this?
I'm okay.
It's gonna get dangerous, right? Yeah, I'm so happy everyone's sober for 1 hour. That's
I really
all.
am.
1 hour, this forces you to not do anything bad. Go out and enjoy it. We're so happy you're here. Enjoy the city. The city loves it when you're here. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Quest, where should I go get pizza or something like 3 in the morning?
See, I like Little Italy on Fulton in downtown Manhattan. It's one of my favorite after midnight spots.
Really?
Or after midnight?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Cali's like a high end.
no, I know. Probably that's Brooklyn. That's too.
Scars.
I think Joe's. Go to Joe's is fun.
Regular Joe.
Yeah, go in and get a slice of pizza, get in and get out. No one gets hurt. Yeah. And at 3 in the morning, it tastes so good. You sit in the sidewalk and just like next to a pile of trash. And you're like, my grandpa was in the army.
Guys, I'm not
And
doing
my
anything
father-in-law
for
was in the
Peters.
Marines.
Sorry. You have to go.
Yeah. And he ejected from a plane. And he has his tie number, his tie club number. Do you know that? It's I guess if you eject, Martin Baker makes the ejection seats. And so if you... Did you get him a watch? I did. I got him a watch. I went to this store in London, and it looked like an electric chair was in this window. And it was a watch store. And I go, what's it do with the electric chair? They go, oh, it's not an electric chair. I said, ejection seat. It's a Martin Baker. And if you eject, you get a thing called the tie club number. And so we have a special watch that anyone who's ever ejected, if you have your tie club, you can buy this watch, or else you can't buy this watch called an MB1. And so I called my father-in-law. I go, didn't you say you ejected? He goes, yeah. I go, do you have a tie club number? He goes, 268. And they looked it up. They made it legit. They engraved his name on the back. And so I go, if I have your name, I'll pay for the watch, and we'll split it like Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. You wear, I wear. We have adventures. And yeah, I have. He's no longer with us, but I still have the watch. And it's very cool. Any questions you have about the show or anything that you want to know about the roots or me or life in general? Any questions?
Not
Right
yet.
there. Hello. No. You don't have to give me a coin. I don't want anything. I don't want a coin. I mean, are you serious? Thank you. Whoa. This is a major coin. Now this is it. Now what exactly? Now what division? What is this? What have I got? You don't have to give me anything. You are the gift. You don't have to give me anything. I want to help give you guys everything. Wow, this is fantastic. It's a major coin. This is gorgeous. That's the Navy right there. I love this. What is a big one? This is fantastic. Now, how do we just Navy in general? What are you doing? You're gonna get in so much trouble. What are you talking about? They didn't have any. No one has any coins with them? There you go. That's what we're talking about. No. What's that? No, this is not a. Wait, this is not a coin. This is. Is that right? USS New York? No way. Oh my God, this is.
That was good, guys. I think someone said it was the best fruit.
I can't even fit this in my pocket. It's like a medallion. This is like. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You don't have to. I'll take a Space Force patch. Thank you. Come on, bro. This is too much gifts for me. But I gotta look at these things. Come on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
He's a country singer.
You look fantastic. Is it really? Oh my God. Why is is there a Zen pouch in the back? That is ridiculous. Are you zenning right now? Okay, perfect. You got two, yeah. Just swallow it. Yeah, it gets to. Oh my gosh, I'm honored. Thank you. Now, what does it say here? Sergeant Major? Oh my gosh. Don't be an asshole.
That's funny.
Whoa! Sergeant Major. That's from the Ducks.
I'm not watching TV.
Why is it a crowd?
Someone else is. I don't have
right?
this on.
Gosh, I thought it would be a duck. Wow. These are advanced coins. I'm spoiled rotten. I can't even thank you enough. You don't have to do any of this stuff.
Well, I don't have the remote, so. Like, jeez. Don't be rude like this, you are. No, I'm not. I don't have the remote.
It means a lot. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to put them on my desk. It's like, what's happening here?
We're the rotary, so helicopter portion of the East Coast of the Marine Corps.
Oh my gosh. He gave me actual artwork. I mean, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Not the bed part.
When Yeti sees its tinsel, it means big Black Friday deals are coming. Look at that. That's a lot of savings. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Get big Black Friday deals starting Sunday at Target.
For some sports news last night, the Knicks came back from a 20-point deficit to beat the Celtics 91-90. Wow! It was amazing. The series is now 2-0. Here now to review the game is our resident Knicks fan, Mike Fisher. Mike! Seems like you lost your voice a bit, huh?
Thank you for the gift.
I know. Are you able to break down what happened?
Yes, of course. It was
I'm so sorry, Mike. I really can't understand you. Maybe we try this when you get your voice back. Sorry, Jeff, you lost your voice too? Can you fill us in? Was that? You're sorry, the first word you said was mother effort, yeah.
Angel.
But you didn't even try to edit yourself. That's it. The whole idea is you can't talk. You can be like,
Hello.
you can say other, you do that. So you let me down. Let's try it from your entrance, Dion, see if we can fix it. No, you can't say that. All right, get out of your system. Get out of your system. Stop saying it. All right, sorry. All right, so what's my line right before Brooks, my roommate, can help me? I go, all right. Sorry, Mike, I can't hear you. You ready?
Sorry, Mike, I really can't understand you. Maybe we can try this when you get your voice back? Yeah. Jeff, did you lost your voice too? What? Did you forget how to speak English as well?
I didn't do much today. I was tired, so I slept.
Just do the bit the way it's written. Just read the two part.
Yeah, it's just my Jeffries.
No, you gotta say that. No, you gotta do that part. Yeah. We can put this on the internet, probably. Hey, good to see you, man. Hey, good to see you, man. Hey, wait. Had a great time working here. How's the show going? Oh, it came to a dead stop when you came out. Thanks, buddy. It's going great, man. Let's do one more time. I swear. But why you did that? No. That's the character. Let's do it one more time. No, I'm not doing it one more time. You're talking about do it one more time. Dion, buddy, get him out of here. Do it one more time. Get out.
Thank you for the cake.
Oh my gosh. You want to do it one more time? No. Wait, don't look at me. Now you're just looking at me. Oh my God.
This is the bariatric gelatin bedtime recipe that took me from 198 to 147 in just weeks. It's natural, simple, has zero side.
Thank you for bringing the trophy with you. Oh my God, congratulations.
It's not exactly light.
No, it's not. It's actually very, very heavy. What would you say? It's probably, jeez, I can't lift it. I'm not joking. I can't even lift it. I can't even lift it.
50 pounds.
Is it 50? Oh, it's more than that. It's all. Yeah, it's so sad. I'm not kidding. It's that heavy. Like, oh my God. All right, it's got to be more than 50 pounds, right? Please just tell everyone for TV. It's 200 pounds. Okay, congratulations on everything. You're in the history books. One of the best.
I'm not watching that. Someone else is.
Lion Day, everybody. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Stick around. Dude, congratulations. This is heavy. Like, for real. That's
When you lift it up, I'll lift everything up. Lift it from this.
oh, really? Oh, that comes off.
It's got like this right here. You go.
Oh, that.
You got it.
That's the secret.
I just like watching you struggle.
What are you telling me? That's the worst.
I just like the struggle.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
I was kind of.
That's so funny. This bottom thing is like 100 pounds, man. That's so funny. You are the worst. I can't believe you did that. So this just comes off?
I thought I saw you
He got him.
This is like,
This is the heavy thing.
that thing's the heavy thing. It's like concrete. Oh my God.
Lift it up. Just lift the thing up.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. That's how you know.
No, I don't have it.
It's a true story. So I was in Germany. I was in Bavaria, and I was walking around. I was at a hotel, and I went. I was listening to an audiobook about breathing. It was really relaxing, yeah. So I was breathing and focusing, and I walked, and I got lost. And I because I made a left turn, but it's just farms. It's beautiful, gorgeous. And I got lost in a farm, and I go, where am I? And I go, wow, this. And I looked at my phone. I had 3% on my phone or something like that. I go, oh no. So I went to GPS and it could barely get the tracking thing. And he goes, well, if you just cut through this way, you're an hour away from the hotel. I go, this sounds almost impossible, but that's the truth. So I go, okay, but if I cut through this field, maybe I'll make it there. So I start walking through this field, and I'm wearing shorts, as you do on vacation. So I'm walking through this field, and then the grass just got really tall, like this tall, like they stopped mowing. And I go, huh. And I'm not even close. So I go, well, there's no way I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go through the field because I don't want to get bit by a German snake or something. I don't know Bavarian, wildlife. So anyway, so I didn't know what to do. So I went back to my GPS and go to this road. And so I went to this other thing. And then I started walking on this highway, like an Autobahn or something. To go like 300 miles.
I don't have bed bugs.
And I just want to get back to the hotel. I'm so lost, and I'm afraid that I really am lost. So I started, don't do this at home, but I started hitchhiking. And it turns out no one hitchhikes anymore. So I'm hitchhiking, cars are zooming by, no one's even slowing down at all. I'm just like, so I was like, I was so frustrated. So I go over, I just kept walking on this highway thing, and I see these guys working on a car, like an auto body shop. So I go over and I go, I'm so sorry, excuse me. I go, yeah, I'm just trying to find this hotel. I'm trying to go there. And he goes, let me see your phone. And he goes, you have to go to, you have to climb over this fence. I have to climb over a fence. Climb over this fence and you go to a field, and then you have to climb over another fence. I go, I have to climb over 2 fences. How did I even get here? Like, I don't even talk about it. So I'm gonna start crying. I was freaking out. I go, all right, man. I go, I really appreciate your help. Thank you so much. No problem. And I go to climb over this fence, and he goes, you look like Jimmy Fallon. I am Jimmy Fallon. He goes, can I make a picture with you? I go, yeah, we can make a picture. Can we take a picture? And they go, could you give me a ride back to my hotel? And he goes, I can, because but I don't have my license, but I can see if my mom will give you a ride. So I'm waiting there, and his mom gives me a ride back in her Volkswagen Golf convertible, and we listen to Queen on the radio. And Leon and his mom saved my life, and he brought me back to the hotel and said, if you're ever in the States, please call me up and say hi to me. And Leon and Mom are in the audience tonight. I haven't seen it. Oh, give me a break. That's not what you wear. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for being so nice. It's just great to know there's good people out there, and you're one of the good people. Thank you very, very much. And afterwards we'll take pictures, and you look fantastic. That's so fun. Just for me. Oh my God. Leon, come on, Mom, I love you.
That ponytail is a sign Caitlin didn't have time for the hairdryer this morning. A sign she needs a Diet Coke break. That's it, Caitlin. Let your hair down. Or up. Yeah, up's good too.
Cheers. Come on. Jessica, thank you. Thanks, Jess. That's fantastic. You're so talented.
You said I had blue eyes. What are you talking about?
Congrats on the new book. Congrats on the new tour, by the way. And thank you. Good to see you, buddy. And congrats and happy Thanksgiving to the Seinfelds and everybody.
I said I had blue around a blue, like green. I never said it was blue. You never see my eyes, are you not stupid? You can tell it's brown.
Unbelievable. Okay. I really don't know how you do it all, but I do love your cookbooks. And also, your ice cream that you make. What is that the vegan ice cream? It always gets me every time. Like, I'm lucky enough to have dinner parties at your house, and every time you bring it out, everybody's like, can't be real. There's no dairy. It's the most delicious, creamy, best thing ever. And we'll get in a debate about something, the stupidest thing we ever talked about ever. And I'll think about it for 6 months. You mean Mama's hair? That's one of the things, yeah. Jerry Seinfeld goes, this is again not for TV. We're just talking at dinner, and I go, yeah, I did the same Thanksgiving once and met Ronald McDonald. It was weird because I couldn't have a conversation because he's dressed as a clown. He's dressed as Ronald McDonald. He's talking to me normal, and he's like, yeah, Subway is weird, and I go, I can't have a conversation with you. You're Ronald McDonald, and you go, I really like Ronald McDonald. And I go, and this is the type of conversations we'll have. And I go, what are you talking about? Well, why? Because of like the yellow outfit of the joggers? And you go, no, it's his hair. It's too coiffed. You go, it's too done. It's too done. It looks like he's sitting under a dryer. Yeah. You go, it looks like someone my mom would play mahjong with. Yeah. It was my favorite joke, and it wasn't even a joke. It was just us talking, and it just haunted my brain for years of my life. I wish you guys could try this brand. I know it's really good. It is fantastic. It is delicious. Thanks again. But you can buy them.
If you ain't been on. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. That's not what I'm talking about. If you're telling someone they fell off and you've never been on, then you can't tell someone they fell off.
That was the best when we were creative. My thanks to John Hamm, everybody.
It's literally in a Doja Cat song.
Joins us after the break. Stick around, everybody. Did you see the Quest? Did you see the backpacks? Yes. So that's the real jacket that they wore. So we had that jacket made. It's exactly like the video, and it's a leather jacket with like little leather things.
The butteriest yellow
yes
you've ever had in your life.
And what is that back?
There is like a weird back pocket pouch in it. And we thought it would be perfect for that.
We were recording it, we were filming it, and I go, and we were both laughing. And we go, what is that? We gotta put chips in it. We gotta put like a bag of chips in it. So we did that. And then you grabbed it. I felt your hand on my back. So I was just embracing you.
You hide behind a fake profile, spread lies, and then you don't go under your real account. Because you know what happens. I don't know, people just really want to get sued.
Thank you always for doing something weird.
That's a way to spend a Sunday.
That's exactly.
Chicken shit.
That's exactly.
You know what? I just can't. One time, he was watching never finished. Oh, I guess I can just go to
There was that one that me and my brother watched, and it was about Wham on Netflix. That's a good one. Ugh.
If you wanted to kind of change the notation a little bit, so it started off a bit higher or something.
I always get really shy. When there's loads and loads of other pop stars about, I just tend to clam up a bit. But it's been good, you know, no one's come up and attacked me verbally yet or anything. The song's really
I mean, I'm not a man, but you
There's a
don't
line
know,
in Do They Know It's Christmas?
right?
It's meant to be flat, almost monotonous. No real emotion, just a lead-in to the heavier line that follows. But when George Michael stepped up to the mic during rehearsal, he did something different.
Comments and talking.
That actual line itself, the birthday of prayer, it's hard for me to sing powerfully.
It literally made me shut
If
down.
you wanted to kind of change the notation a little bit, so it started off a bit higher or something.
Nasty username. Like, just saying whatever you want is not okay.
That's great.
And really saying that I raped the child is insane. That's not funny.
And history was made.
If you wanted to kind of change the notation a little bit, so it started off a bit higher or something.
Because why would you do that? Like, seriously, you have no proof. You make the usernames and then people say, "Here, no, that's not funny."
I shouldn't have to deal with what I'm dealing with right now, which is all based on
It's just so crazy. And then if I said that about someone else, people would be mad. Like, this is insane.
It was almost like two different people, really. But what you saw was what you got with George. Was he a superstar tormented by the
Like,
attention?
if I did that to someone else, that would be crazy. And if you're sitting here making a joke about suing,
Or a celebrity obsessed with
yes, because I can. And that's not, like, you can't make usernames like that and be like, oh, well, you know, nothing's gonna happen. Like, what is wrong with
previous battles with drink, drugs, and brushes with death?
Thank you for saving my life. Which is something I've never had to do before. Never wanted to do.
And as his family prepare to bury him, we ask, what was the truth about his last days?
George Michael is at our next table, right next to us. He just looked poorly.
I don't think you can have George's lifestyle without thinking there is a possibility that he would die young.
Plus the secret about his fortune that's only now come to light.
What I didn't know about him was this incredibly philanthropic side, the stuff that he did. It's mind-blowing what he did.
If this is a lot of why, he's definitely going to have George as a middleman.
George Michael, a very private superstar.
In the present day, my sexuality can be very moral than my music, but my music will last. This rubbish, you know, will be gone.
They're gonna report you for harassment.
Christmas Day,
You keep calling the shelter, they're gonna get you for harassment.
Alone in bed.
I'm not there, so go ahead.
The death of
You
the
don't even know what
53-year-old
shelter I'm at,
superstar
so.
prompted a huge outpouring of grief. Tributes also came from musicians and celebrities, none more emotional than his former
And let me
band
tell you
bandmates.
something, no one's really doing anything because When you say you're doing it, I know you're not, because the shelter would have told you to stop. And you would have said she's not there. That's how I know you're just saying stuff. You're not doing it. Because if you were actually calling the shelter, you would have told people she's not there.
For weeks, fans from around the world have continued to gather at his homes in Goring in Oxfordshire and Highgate in London.
When people say that someone's a soundtrack to your life, George Michael was just totally added to mine. When I lost my dad, Jesus to a child, me and my mum used to listen to that, and it just really helped us. It's just always meant a lot, and to lose him is just devastating. I just can't believe that he's gone.
But George's music wasn't just a soundtrack to his fans' lives. It also reflected the ups and downs of a public star and a private soul. From the carefree teenage years of Wham and their first major hit, Young Guns, to the humiliation of his outing, his arrest for lewd behavior in a Los Angeles toilet, which he satirized a characteristic wit in the video for Outside. George Michael sold 100 million records, among the most iconic, Last Christmas. The video set up the idea of the perfect fantasy Christmas, surrounded by friends, and summed up George's early image. Debbie Killingback played his girlfriend in the video.
Obviously, we used to remember it was fun and happy times, and now passing on Christmas Day of George is going to be completely different.
The last days of George Michael were spent at the home he bought to escape the pressures of stardom. Christmas Eve in Goring, the annual torchlit procession past George's house.
So every Christmas Eve in Goring and Streatley, we have a candlelit procession. We start from either side of the river, a procession of people carrying flaming torches, and last year on Christmas Eve, as everyone was progressing over the bridge, they saw George looking out of his window, so he was watching.
George died a few hours later, early on Christmas morning. There seemed to have been no warning of what was to happen. George had been planning a Boxing Day meal with friends.
This is George's house, it's next door. George Michael's house is just across the Millpool there. I knew him well enough to know his feelings, It was dreadful, it was just dreadful. It was a heart-stopping moment almost when I heard it, and I just thought, well, I just can't believe it, which was such a shame, really, because he loved Christmas, he loved that sort of thing.
I drove back at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I parked my car. I walked down his lane, and all his Christmas decorations were still lit, and nobody was there.
George rarely opened up to the press, but he gave Guardian journalist Simon Hackstone 2 of his most revealing and intimate interviews.
I don't think you can have George's lifestyle without thinking there is a possibility that he would die young. But there was a real bleakness to him.
It's a
there was a
documentary.
sadness to him. I thought, last year was a year when so many great people died. There was no one who was sadder about than George, because he felt he'd died before the time, before he'd had the chance to get his life back in order.
George had planned to spend Christmas with his long-term boyfriend, Fadi Fawaz. But they weren't together when George became ill that night. Fadi, a hairdresser and photographer, had met George 8 years earlier. It was he who found George in bed, tried to rouse him, and then called 999. Fadi told the emergency operator that he'd spent an hour trying to resuscitate George. He said, "He's cold, he's gone." Fadi later said he'd been asleep in his car and found George when he went into the house. A day later, he publicly spoke out on Twitter. It's a Christmas I will never forget, finding your partner dead peacefully in bed first thing in the morning. I will never stop missing you. Some of George's friends wanted to know why Faddy was in his car that night, and why he hadn't called
Why do you
999 as
keep
soon as he
coming
found
back?
George.
Just go away.
Dave Hogan is a
When you
celebrity
get blocked and
photographer
you
who
come
met
back,
George
that's
regularly
unemployed
over 30
behavior.
years and took many
Don't
of
you
the
got
most
a job?
iconic
You gotta
pictures
get
of
up,
the
or
star.
don't you guys
Well,
go,
there goes
go
the
to
tabloid
bed?
speculation again. Why would you sleep in the car on Christmas Eve when this loved one is in bed on his own? It's sad, you know, that you've got all this money, all this fame, but you died in bed on your own.
There was also newspaper speculation about whether drugs were directly responsible for George's death. If there was a mystery, it wasn't helped by the fact the first tests on George's body couldn't reveal exactly how he died. Although police said it wasn't suspicious, the cause of death was unexplained. Further tests were needed.
Could you move slightly to that way, just slightly? Just so you're not in my vision so much. Yeah.
George's hatred of the press almost became an obsession. His frustration with what he thought was unfair intrusion spanned 2 decades. It spilled out in this TV interview from 2006. Much of it has never been seen before.
Got a little pair of bunny rabbit ears you can stick there. The press can write what they like in the modern day context of news and use the word source, onlooker, friend. All of these things are indefinable, and they don't have to prove where these things come from.
And the tabloids were as hungry as ever in the days after George's death. Every tweet from Faddy was quoted and analysed. On New Year's Eve, he posted, "I hate you 2016 from the bottom of my heart." Then, a day later, a series of further messages appeared on Faddy's Twitter. The only thing George wanted is to die. He tried numbers of times to kill himself, many times. And finally, he managed. We loved each other very much, and we were together almost 24 hours a day. He later said his account had been hacked, and he did not send those tweets. In the absence of a confirmed cause of death, the search for clues began to turn to George's well-being over the previous months. Even in Goring, his private haven, he hadn't been safe from tabloid gossip and rumour. Pictures had been taken of him looking sick and bloated in an Italian restaurant.
Well, we arrived, there's a big party of us, we arrived and we sat at this lovely table on the river, overlooking the river. And as I walked to my table, I realised George Michael is sat at our next table, right next to us. And he was quieter than typically normal. He just looked poorly. He looked poorly.
In later months, George would be pictured apparently looking healthier, but he remained hidden from public view. So what was the true state of George Michael's health in the lead-up to his last days?
When they flip and roll and start to crawl away, tape nappies can be hard to put on and can come loose. When it's time for Pampers Nappy Pants with all-round fit, they're easy to pull on, even when they're moving around. For a correct fit and up to 12 hours of dryness. When they start to crawl, then it's time for Pampers Nappy Pants.
I love that just washed freshness. But then it goes to your closet to die. So try Lenore Unstoppables Clean Wash Scent Boosters. Toss them in before the wash. Then you can use your Lenore for softness. And it fills your closet with scent so fresh for up to 12 weeks. Discover a fresher world. That's all I'm wrong. I'm sure there was lots of magic. I sure caught so much money. It was here, now it's gone. Every week, every joke, every news, every song, gone. Flash! It was real.
2 months after George Michael was found dead at his country home, questions were still being asked about what precisely had led to his death. An initial coroner's report was
It is
inconclusive.
cozy.
Further tests on his body meant George couldn't be buried. 71 days after he died, a death certificate was finally issued. It revealed that George died of natural causes. The first, a heart condition.
Cardiomyopathy simply means that the heart muscle isn't functioning properly. That can be for a variety of reasons, but it simply means that the heart muscle has thinned and doesn't function as fully as it would normally.
It also revealed George suffered from a fatty liver.
Fatty liver is a change in the liver which indicates that there may be some other health problems. It might be associated with heart problems, it may be associated with somebody who is a smoker, somebody who has alcohol issues.
Did this condition give clues to George's lifestyle in his last few years?
For someone to die at the age of 53 of the problems with cardiomyopathy and fatty liver and all the rest of it, there are two possible routes. Either you've got a genetic predisposition, which makes it much more likely that you're going to be dead, or you're doing something cocaine or other drugs that could affect you in such quantities that it's really going to be damaging. So what I find really sad is that someone with that talent who's given so much happiness to so many people would die at all of potentially a treatable condition.
A toxicology report, which can reveal the presence of drugs, was not released. It wasn't unusual, and George's boyfriend, Valley, claimed the truth was finally out. But there was yet more speculation about the last days of George Michael. Even after his death, George couldn't escape what he considered to be his greatest enemy.
I think George was so depressed with bear sort of responsibility for his life and what happened to him. But I don't think it's true. And I think he was paranoid about Murdoch when he called him the devil once. He said he was evil.
And that 20-year battle really began in a Los Angeles toilet. He was arrested for propositioning an undercover cop. George's sexuality was revealed in the most public way possible.
When he was outed in that toilet, the Sun had a headline called "Zip Me Up Before You Go Go." I think he felt they were after him. I think he felt the press was out to him. But I don't think that was the case. I think he provided them with a lot of stuff.
It's a fantastic headline, and it encompasses two things. One is major hit record with Wham, plus the aspect of the incident in the first place. So it works at a number of levels.
Zip me up before you go. From a sub-editor's point of view, genius, actually, but from a human point of view, at best you'd describe it as cheap, and at worst you'd describe it as actually bullying him because of his sexuality.
The Sun is not adding to his humiliation. He has caused himself the problem. The fact that he becomes a subject of some amusement, actually he should be pleased about, because the alternative headline is a headline which says, George Michael on sex charge or something.
In a radio interview, George described how he felt at the time.
Because I'd already been so globally humiliated. The day that I got arrested in Los Angeles, the beginning of all of this scandal and my coming out, the day that happened, the News of the World and the Sun and the LA police, the day that they actually succeeded in outing me, the Sun newspaper closed down for the afternoon and had a party.
He was talking to radio presenter James O'Brien in one of his last live interviews.
Possessed of a different DNA from the rest of us. And then something like that happens, and a phrase like global humiliation is used to describe it, and you suddenly realise that, if it's at that time, indeed.
George went on American TV to speak of his relief and his determination.
What is stupid, I feel reckless, and having allowed sexuality to be exposed this way, that any shame.
His
Love y'all. Thank you for the gifts. And saying I'm ungrateful, don't speak for me because I can speak for myself. Thank you. Like, I don't know why you guys come in here to be rude. You don't have to be rude. Yes, I am comfy. It's so annoying. Like, do you be negative all this time? Like, people come in here to be negative. It's like, do you got a job? Do you work? Obviously, probably not. Like, there's nothing funny about sitting. There's nothing funny about, like, sitting on here and then making a username telling someone that they raped the child and then saying, like, making jokes about suing and being like, haha, she's gonna sue us all. Like, if someone said that to you, you wouldn't be laughing. Like, what's funny about that? I literally have not got arrested for doing anything like that, nor do I have a record or have done anything like that. That's not funny. There are real actual victims, and you sit here and you make these damn jokes, these fucking jokes, and then you laugh about it when there's actual victims. Like, I've had childhood friends or I've had people that I've known that have went through something like that, and then making jokes is not funny. Like, whatsoever. And you have to, like, I made that video and people are like, well, you bully other people. I don't bully people unprovoked, nor do I bully people. It's just like, enough is enough. Like, it's crazy.
As the papers turn George's sex with, he believed that the tabloids had found a new target for but he refused to tackle the big issues. People didn't really
That's just like, how do I say it? That's a poor excuse to bully someone. Like, that's a shitty excuse to be like, oh, well, you bully people. And then, like, you want to lie to people. No, you just tell people you're a shitty person. Why do you gotta lie? Like, I don't understand why people gotta justify being shitty. Just be truthfully honest and say, I bully people. Why do you gotta act like you don't? And you didn't even read the caption, because the caption also was talking about the mother who got bullied that had sickle cell. And those kids bullied her and jumped her and told her Shamar looking ass, and then said, why are your ankles ashy, when literally she just went to pick up her kids from school, and you still. And then in the caption it also mentions about how horrible that flip the camera trend was, and you're still justifying bullying. Like, you're a piece of shit. Like, just say, hey, like, I'm a piece of shit. The first step to admitting something is admitting you're a piece of shit instead of making excuses. Fucked up excuses and being like, well, you said stuff to people. They started with me first, unprovoked. I don't know why people are sitting here posting screenshots that they took, especially like when I eat pizza or I eat something unprovoked, and literally just start bullying, straight up bullying for no fucking reason. Did I tag you? Did I say anything to you personally? No, you're bullying me because of something I said to somebody else that might have been your friend, who started with me first. Like, it's so weird that you want to justify bullying because, you know, and you add heavy filters to someone. Like, you literally add filters to make them look like they're even more heavier than what they are. And then you think that's funny. Like, adding filters to someone, like, why do you have to add filters? Then what you're saying is not true, because if a person's not really ugly if you have to add a filter to them to make them look that way. I'm just saying, like, to literally sit here and then justify bullying, you're a piece of shit, because those kids felt okay to bully that woman because you did it. When they see you online doing stuff like this, they think it's funny. Like, they bullied her unprovoked. She went to go pick up her kids, and they're making fun of her. And now she might lose the will to live because someone said that to her. She might give up. Isn't that sad, to make someone give up and not want to fight anymore because they made fun of you and you have sickle cell? You don't know anybody's battles. You don't know what someone is going through daily to be sitting here and bullying them. And you think that it's okay. And then what happens? These kids learn from you because they think it's okay to go bully someone unprovoked, making excuses. Like, that's insane. And to literally sit here and make a mass comment shows that you don't give a fuck. So if I see you ever talk about bullying, I'm gonna be like, no, because remember this comment you left while I was talking about bullying? It really shows that you don't care. I'm just saying. Like, let's really get into it, because why do you do that when it's a serious comment? Why do you act like a toddler? You tell me to grow up, and mind you, I'm 31. What about you? If you're a grown ass adult, then why are you doing that instead of listening and actually taking in a serious conversation that someone's talking about? Because that poor mother didn't deserve to get bullied, nor do the other people that literally are holding a phone thinking they're recording for you, and you flip the camera because you think it's funny. You're gonna push someone to harm themselves and then laugh about it? That's weird. Like, bullying is so weird to me. I've never understood it. I just don't get it. That poor mother with her kids, now she's probably gonna lose the will to live. She's really gonna lose the will to live. She's not gonna want to live anymore, because why would she? Already adding to someone's problems, making them feel worse than they already do. Like, oh, whenever I post videos like with the makeup stuff, people are like, we gotta remind her she's ugly, unprovoked. But if I said ugly ass bitch, which I can't say that because you can't say that in the comments, you'll get taken down. Oh, you're a bully. But if I said stupid, or if I said something, I can't really think of anything right now, but if I did, then people would be so mad. So, it's crazy. I didn't bully Shorty Babe. Why are you lying? You lying. Shorty Babe bullies other people. Well, what are we talking about? She literally sat on live and said ew as she was watching this girl's OF content. Like, people don't watch your content because they enjoy watching your content, girl. They make fun of you. They laugh at your OF content. They don't take you seriously. So for her to be sitting there and bullying someone on live stream after I defended her from being bullied from Wilito's fans is so crazy, because Wilito's fans was bullying her and I defended her. Then she makes fun of my living situation, which everyone seems to forget that part, because they want to say, oh, like I said, pobrecita, or poor baby, because she's disabled, she can do whatever she wants to get away with it. God forbid she screams the N-word, but that's okay. We'll give her a pass because she's disabled. That's the problem. She does not like people, and she literally called people the F slur. What are we doing? To say you. And then she bragged. That was another thing. She was bragging about getting paid $100 tip from some guy on OF because she said this guy tipped me $100. She's the one that goes and bullies people, and then people feel sorry for her because she's disabled, and they say, well, you know what, it's okay because she's disabled. But when that whole situation went down between her and Wendy, it was bullying on both sides. Didn't she call her a gordita? Like, let's be for real. And then everyone's like, oh, it was a Wilito thing they made up. It doesn't matter. Imagine someone bullying you for your weight and you go back and you're nice to them and being a friend. I will never understand people like that. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, she's a big bully. She is nothing but a big bully. And how come no one talks about, like, oh yeah, you know what's funny is you put pressures on people to talk about Gaza, to talk about all this stuff, but certain people don't gotta do it. And it's so annoying because your people is being snatched up by ICE, but you could care less because you're throwing slumber parties, right? And saying that I'm wasting my money on useless shit, or that I'm wasting my money, but these influencers are literally throwing lavish sleepover parties and spending lots of money. And I'm not trying to tell people what to do. I'm not pocket watching. I'm just saying, like, you pick and choose who you allow to do stuff, especially the fact that why is it an issue when I buy things that I actually need versus someone buying stuff for a sleepover they don't really actually need. There are people that are starving. There are people that can't even afford to eat in other countries and that are having their food taken away. There's whole genocides going on, but no one's talking about it because they could care less, right? Some of these large influencers are making all this money, and have all of these followers and have all of the platform, but they're not using it to speak about things, right? And here's the thing, like, I'm trying to figure out the purple trend, right? Because I was like, I did comment under someone's post. People shouldn't have to make a trend for you to talk about something. And that's why they made the trend from South Africa, or why the purple trend, I think, is South Africa. But from Africa is so people can talk about it. They shouldn't have to make a trend for you to talk about it. And it's sad because once this trend is over and it's not trending, people are going to take their purple profiles off and then change it. Like, did we forget what Natalie Reynolds did? She told a woman to jump in the lake for $20 and left her to drown and went running and didn't even call the police. And you're sitting here saying, well, at least she has a purple profile, unlike Brooke. Like, no, the only and then she used the Tupac song on top of that, which was very performative, like she cared. Like, no, Natalie Reynolds is very performative. She literally cultural appropriated, or did you forget? She wore a hairstyle that wasn't hers. She wore certain types of braids, and she's trying to act like she stands for black people when she cultural appropriates. Like, it's performative. You can't sit here. Did she come online? Did she say, I'm educating myself? Did she say, I'm sorry for wearing that hairstyle? Let me go educate myself. Let me come on here. Let me donate to programs. Let me do this, and this. No, she didn't come on here, not once, and literally do any of that. She came on here like nothing. Because nobody cares enough to hold these people accountable, but yet they want to be so performative, and then they applaud them for being so performative. You didn't care about black people when you was cultural appropriating, and those hairstyles were used to hide certain things like rice, to literally hide maps to get from one place to the other for slaves. There's like a meaning behind that stuff, and people say, well, it's not that serious. Yes, it is. When it comes to black hairstyles. If you don't know the history, then don't speak on it because it is serious. It's very performative. People were in her comment section applauding her and saying, well, at least her profile picture is blue, unlike Brooke. Brooke is not performative, though. I've never once seen her cultural appropriate, act black, or do any of that, and then try to act like they're standing up for black people. That's a slap in the face. That's backhanded. Imagine, right? Hiding in the shadows, saying the N-word, and you're a non-black person, and then turning around and saying, while you're actively calling black people the N-word. It's a whole slap in the face. But no one cares because she's a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, so F it. Like, pretty privilege, I could get away with it, he. That's why she's making all these videos, having a blast, because no one literally held her accountable. She literally laughed at you and said, man, these idiots. It's like Trump when he said that MAGA is stupid and that he loves the uneducated because they don't care enough and that they'll listen to his stupid stuff. Like, this chick just literally laughed in your face and made a joke of y'all and said, haha, I get away with this. And then, I'm just saying, you're a bunch of idiots. Why, could you fall for someone with colored eyes and blonde hair? Like, come on, they're boring. They have no personality. All they rely on is their looks. And it's not a jealousy thing. Why would I be jealous of someone cultural appropriating? I'm black. Like, there's no reason to be jealous of someone. It's always jealousy. No, it's standing up for what's right and telling people enough is enough, because she's going to do it again. And then what are you going to do? Forgive her? Oh, I can't hold her accountable. I can't I can't bring myself to do it because look at her. She's so like, I hate girls like that. I really do. They use their looks to get away with everything because they can. Imagine being so attractive that you could just do anything and you could get away with it. Hey, like, I don't know. Some people are blinded by the light. They're too busy. Like, that's like someone who dates somebody, and they're like, they don't see they look past the red flags because someone is so attractive. They're like, well, in some instances he treats me so well, and just look at him, like, and then, it's just like you're blindsided to the red flags. Like, you just see past the red flags because you could care less. And then you sit here and try to act like you care about things, and then when I tell you you don't really care, you get mad. Why are you getting mad? Just say you don't like black people and move on. Just say that you're a bigot and move on. Just say you don't really care enough about racism if you're not calling everyone out. Why is it such a hard thing for you to do? Are you too lazy to call someone out for racism? You say, is this what you do, is lay down and do nothing all day? What do you do? Are you posting about racism? Are you literally posting about the laws that they're passing against LGBTQ? Are you really actively fighting against racism, or are you just pretending to? Because I don't see any of you guys really trying to end racism. I don't see you guys literally fighting for anything.
I have asked Stephen George when he asked me to host his press conference.
I don't really see you doing much of nothing, and then you complain. Like, oh, you don't really care about those kids you're posting. Yes, I do, because they're missing. You would never know what it's like to be a parent and your kid is missing. If I don't repost it, who else is? While your stupid ass is sitting here complaining. Literally complaining about every other thing, everything else, instead of what actually really matters. And then making insensitive jokes. Like you don't do nothing for nobody, and to literally sit here and say that what was it, something like implying I do nothing for society. I am literally a minority that gets treated differently, right? Not as bad as someone that is darker skinned, but I do face some stuff. And for you to literally say that being a white woman is so crazy. It's weird. You don't provide shit to society except misogynistic men and racist white men. We could say that. You don't provide nothing to society except incest and bestiality. How about that? And as a matter of fact, you don't provide nothing to society except diseases. You're disease infested. Because white people are the ones that created these diseases. And when I talk about diseases, I talk about STDs, STIs. You know where STDs come from? They came from a white man that slept with an animal. That's how it all started. And if we're really going to talk about it, Christopher Columbus was spreading diseases to minorities. So what are we talking about? You don't provide anything to society except you are killing the earth. The only people who are killing the earth are white people who have money and power, who don't give a shit about global warming, and would rather see minorities and everyone die off so they can take over the world. And that's facts. George had always used humor to seize control from his critics, none more so than when he returned to the scene of former scoundrels. In a Christmas prove me wrong. Comedy series Extras. Is it not you guys who are polluting the air, who are dumping oils and hazardous chemicals into the drinking water? You have a literal black man out here who created plastiline, oil from plastic, gas from plastic. You have black people that are trying to better society while you're trying to tear down society. And you say, I don't provide nothing to the world. Literally, you provided AI, which causes people to be unalived, right? Well, not unalived, but this one kid, he got epilepsy. Literally, AI is ruining our ecosystem. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for everything, right? And yes, I know the AI song, whatever, you're going to bring that up. At first I thought sometimes it's hard because everything's generated by AI. It's like you can't escape it. Like, even in this live stream, I get a notice that says, like, AI conversation. Like, an AI conversation with people, and I'm like, I don't even have AI on here. That's so weird, right? And I know I have used AI in the past because I didn't think anything bad of it. Because, like, someone told me, right? Someone told me, that AI literally, oh, but people make money off of AI, like the AI videos. And I'm like, well, that doesn't constitute to how harmful it is to people in the world. This kid got epilepsy because of AI. Like, what? This literal kid got AI, epilepsy because of AI. Like, and if you don't look it up, because SZA posted about it. SZA's the one who posts about AI and how bad AI is for people. It's very bad. Hold on. Like, SZA's the one that's been advocating for AI. I just literally explained about the AI that I used. I said I didn't know how harmful it was when I was using it. Use your common sense. I just literally said. think the case when it comes to people advocating against AI, because instead of hiring an actual artist to do like commissioned work, you would rather go to AI and get a shitty piece of artwork that is literally stolen from an artist, by the way. It generates and creates an image off of someone else's artwork, because it's not original artwork, it's stealing from actual artists to generate a photo. And rather than paying money for someone who can actually make incredible artwork, you would rather get it for free and stolen because you're too cheap. Like that one girl. There's that one girl that got exposed because she's a white nationalist or something. She's the one that looks like an oil painting, and she dresses up like a Victorian or whatever, and is going viral. She was going viral on Instagram, and they were drawing artwork for her, and then she was stealing artwork. She wasn't. I don't know what happened. Anyways, and she started using AI, and then she was using AI over the actual artwork that people was doing for her, which was even better. And then come to find out, they exposed her for a lot of stuff. Like, it's so crazy. But yeah, it's just so crazy. Some of your merch is air. Yeah, but I don't go to I haven't went to my merch website because I've been too busy focusing on other stuff. Like, hello. I just literally explained about using AI, and you're still here being a dumb idiot. Do you not listen or clean your ears or any of that? I literally just said I didn't think. I didn't, and actually, some of my artwork was generated from the AI feature on the very same app that allows you to sell t shirts. They have a feature that generates photos for you to put on t shirts. But again, like I said, I didn't see anything wrong with doing that. Hello. Well, it's not an excuse. I'm telling you the truth. Obviously, you don't see anything wrong with it because you think you hop on trends all the time, right? You see something that's trending, you're like, oh, I gotta do it. Some things. Like, I'm not gonna do a lot of stupid trends. Like, right? There are trends where they're telling kids to do things, and they're putting a list of things they're gonna do, and they're gonna themselves because everyone else was doing it. Hey, at least I'm being honest and saying I did it because everyone else did it. It's dumb. I shouldn't do things because everyone else does it. But you can't even admit that. You can't even say, hey, I'm a bigot. You can't even say, hey, I hate black people. You can't even say, yeah, I'm a bully. You can't even admit to things. It's always pointing the finger at me saying, you, because it's better to use me because nobody likes me. And because of all the stuff that I've done, you use me to escape your problems, right? So who are you going to put most of your blame on? The person who gets shitted on the most because you don't want to hold yourself accountable. So you point your finger at someone and say, hey, well, this person's already getting enough. So what's one more? Literally. Well, if you're saying just apologize, then you should take that advice as well. But you're not gonna. Instead of literally saying, yeah, I don't care, you just point the finger and say, well, remember when you did this? That was like, what, 6 or 7 years ago compared to what you're doing now? You're contributing to bigotry. You're sitting here literally being fat phobic because the only argument you have is fat, stupid bitch. That's all you say, excuse my language, but you say that all the time. You're like, let us join the live. Let us join the live. Why? So you could come up and call me a fat, stupid bitch and then say, well, I'm debating you. That's not how a debate works. If you're going to debate someone, you have to bring evidence. You have to bring websites that are not Wikipedia. You have to bring facts. No one goes into a debate calling someone a fat, stupid bitch. At that point, that's not even a debate. That's just you being a big baby. I don't join debates and then start insulting someone. That's not how it works. You think insulting someone's intelligence works because you feel less intelligent because you can't bring any facts or proof to anything, so you make someone feel smaller than you. You insult someone's intelligence because you think that works in debates. SZA posted a post saying that a boy got epilepsy due to AI. It's called research. Hello. I literally went and researched it. I don't take things as the final word. I go and do research. You could do the same. Plus, let's be 100%, right? If you're saying SZA is wrong, then you're defending AI. So you can't sit here and say AI is bad when you sound like you're defending it. Because why are you mad saying that I'm lying on AI? Then you're defending it. You just did. I didn't say SZA is research. I said when SZA said that, I went and did research. It's called doing research. Who said I just listened to SZA? No, I didn't. I said I went and did research. Why do I have to explain further? I do probably have to explain further because it's small-minded people with no brains that are stupid and really need the extra help. And if you need extra help, that's okay. Sometimes we need the extra help. Like, hello? I just literally said I went and did the research. Why do I have to explain to you further? You can go do the research yourself. I haven't used AI in a long time, so I don't know what you're talking about. I literally used AI and I said I didn't know that AI was harmful. I never went out here and said it's okay to use AI. I never went out here and defended AI, so. And I haven't used AI since. Nice try. I wasn't out here defending AI. I know he's like pillar because it's his phone. Like, you can't flip this on me. You're still defending AI. You're calling SZA a liar, which, yes, she may have lied about some things. I don't know the whole situation of why she was considered a liar. All I know is I saw a video where someone said that SZA lied about something, but you're defending it. You're sitting here saying you're against it, but then you're defending it. It makes no sense. Oh, we're not going to believe her because she's a liar. Okay, she may have lied in the past, but at least she's trying to be a good person. What about you? You lie every day and you have not even come clean about it. You don't even want to admit to yourself, hey, I'm a shit person. And that's okay. You want to portray to yourself a facade, right? It's like that Dan the Brazilianaire. You're exactly like him. All the flashy cars, all the women, all the attractive women that he had next to him, making it seem like he was this hotshot guy with all of this money that literally it came from his father's inheritance and all of this stuff. Like, literally, you're like these girls that pretended to have money and they didn't even have money. And if I'm insufferable, okay, you hate people that tell you the truth. I'm insufferable, so who cares? I'm not insufferable because people like to be around me. So I'm not insufferable. It's just projection because you're insufferable. That's why your parents get up and leave the table. That's why they don't want to be around you. That's why you isolate yourself. Maybe you should start looking at yourself as a problem instead of looking at everyone else as a problem. Because when it comes to social media, right, you can't sit here and harass someone and say that it's okay that you're the problem. You need to get off. Why? Because I said about racism. Why are you harassing someone that's talking about racism? I didn't say anything to you for you to harass me. I literally talk about what's happening to the LGBTQ. Why should I get harassed for that? Hmm? You use these excuses to harass. No, I did not start off being a bigot. Nor did I start off being negative. You started off. Oh, here she goes again with eating. That's so fat phobic. I was literally eating a fruit salad. Jesus Christ. Why do you gotta be fat phobic? Why do you gotta be negative? Why do you gotta always bring someone down and then say, "Oh, look, it's a man"? You know, I'm trying to stray away from saying like, "Oh, well your mom's a man in bed," because that's a problematic thing, right? And I'm trying to work on that and hold myself from saying that, but sometimes I do. I do want to say something like that because it just bothers me that why people get to say stuff but I can't, right? Well, someone told me something about that, and I haven't heard anyone have an issue with it. So it was just one person, but they always have issues with everything. So I took it with a grain of salt because there's always something. And it's not just like issues over like bigotry things. It's like it was a bunch of stuff and I can't. And they threw a temper tantrum one time over something that had to do with food because they have an allergy. So they have an allergy to like meats and stuff, and I guess this place got ridiculous where it was at, and they started saying that you can only get your food at certain times because they need to help people with housing. And they started throwing a temper tantrum and they started crying and like they are as old as I am. And I was just like, this is crazy. But I can't say like how what I would do in that situation because I wasn't in their situation. Like to me it didn't bother me about the food times because I'm like, oh, okay, fine. But my phone is at 20%, so I gotta go um charge my phone and then get ready for bed. But it's just so crazy to think. Run? Does it look like I'm running? I said I gotta go to bed because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna sleep peacefully while you go to bed mad and angry because you did not get to me today. And then you say I'm always mad all the time. No, you're gonna go to bed thinking about me and what I'm doing the next day and be like, we gotta get on our life. We gotta be negative. We gotta be bullies. Like, I'm just gonna go sleep peacefully and not have a thought of you in my mind because some of you guys, some of your usernames don't mind, don't matter. A woman that is talking the way I talk, like black women especially, are not mad all the time. And don't say, oh, here you go making it about race, because it is. Always saying that black women are aggressive, always saying they're mad all the time. This is me just talking calmly. You haven't even seen how mad I can get. And when someone's mad, aren't they yelling? I'm not yelling. I talk loud. I've already explained this. I've been talking loud since I was little because my mom didn't have hearing aids for a while, a long while. And so because I had to talk to her loud for her to hear me, I have no control over the volume of my voice because sometimes I tend to talk really low because I think I talk too loud, and sometimes I talk too loud when I think I tend to talk too low. And literally, it had everything to do with my disabled mother not being able to hear for a long period of time. So I had to talk to her loudly. That's why I talk loud sometimes. That's why I talk low sometimes. It has nothing to do with anything. And to sit here and literally, like, trash someone for just every little thing is annoying. Like, okay, I talk loud. That doesn't mean I'm mad. I'm frustrated, but I'm not mad. Because why don't you get it through your thick skull? Like, someone, like I say, and I don't mean to say it like someone should actually knock you upside the head, but like, seriously. In a in a kind of way, like someone needs to knock the light bulb in your head, because some of you guys just don't get it. Seriously. Like, you don't understand. You sit here and say, oh, like, whenever I'm talking about a serious subject, when I'm talking about racism or I'm talking about bullying or fat phobia, that has nothing to do with mental health issues or being crazy or saying that, oh, she's having a manic episode, or oh, what did they say? What's that people? Oh, she's not psychotic, but oh, she's having an episode. I'm having an episode because I'm talking about things that you don't give a fuck about. You could care less if ICE are putting babies in ICE camps. You could care less if they're deporting babies with cancer. And then you sit here and you say that you care, but then you call someone crazy for speaking about actual truths. Yes, there are babies. You didn't see that video? There's someone in the government. I forget who. There is someone. It was either a content creator. It was someone in the government, I think, was talking about what's happening to babies and children. Oh, it was the news anchor. And she couldn't even finish. She had to end the segment because she couldn't finish of what was happening to babies and children by ICE. Yes, it is a thing. She was reading what was actually happening. And the thing is that no one cares. She couldn't even, she had to cut and have the guy do it because she's like, I'm going to have him say it or say, because she couldn't. She broke down in tears. Yeah, you don't like black people when you let someone say the N-word. Black and pretty. Like, how could you say that you like black women when you allow them to get trashed? You didn't say anything when someone said they were going to strange fruit a black person now, did you? You didn't care about black people then, considering the fact that's happening to black people. So weird. I gotta get off and go. But have a good day or night. Yeah, when did that happen? On my live recently. They made a username telling me that they were going to me. And it happened a while back when they sent me a rope. They sent me some bleach, erasers, some cups, and a rope, and told me to use the rope. Not only that, they sent me skin bleaching kits and told me to bleach my skin. And it's literally documented on TikTok. There's a whole video. I literally even made a whole video upset that I received that. But I'm too emotional. Not even a crybaby. Not towards someone that said that recently. I'm talking about, like, people say that I always cried a lot back then, because I did. I was going through traumatic incidences, especially when you kept calling the cops hoping that they murdered my dad is so crazy, and then telling me he's not my dad. But it's so crazy that you say, oh, that's your stepdad, but he's my dad, when he's saying things that are not okay on Twitter, which I didn't condone, but you advocate for him being murdered by the police because you don't say anything about the constant calling the police for no reason and literally lying and saying that you had a gun. Yes, it was. It was on my live stream recently because it's screen recorded and I can pull it up. Someone made a username and they told me that they told me that. I'm not going to repeat it. It happened in the past and it happened recently. And they said something to me because I had mentioned about Charlie Kirk. So let's not lie. And because I mentioned the black men that were found strange fruited, they thought it would be funny to tell me that. So yes, this was recently. As far as the DoorDash stuff goes, no, it wasn't recently, but it's still as bad. So why are you saying because it wasn't recently, it's not as bad? Those people never got held accountable for that. Nor did they get held accountable for calling the police and saying that we had a gun when we didn't. Does anybody ever get held accountable? No, they don't. Crazy, right?
I'm particularly upset by the handling of this matter by the incredible, terrible mass media.
But eventually settled the case for $20 million. No charges were ever filed. During that same televised statement, Jackson also admitted publicly he had a drug addiction.
As you may already know, after my tour ended, I remained out of the country undergoing treatment for dependency on.
But anyways, I gotta go. Have a good day. You guys, I will see you guys later. Thank you for liking, commenting, gifting, watching. I gotta get some sleep. So I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. Good night. For those of you who have been positive, stay safe. Because, yeah, I don't understand all of this negativity being like, well, you deserve it. So because there's a lot of horrible things I want to say to people, but I just have to reserve myself because I feel you deserve it. But if I say that, then I'm a bad person for saying that. So I'm not going to. Anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are, and I will see you guys later. Bye.